Welcome back to Reactioncast. It's your host Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to bring you another movie review. This time around, we're going to be talking about the film Bullet Train. So, Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy thriller film starring Brad Pitt and as an assassin who has to deal with enemies while riding a Japanese bullet train. Simple plot, right? So, yeah, originally when I was gonna go into watching this film, I knew it was a really well cast film, and I kind of really seen after a couple trailers, I was like, what's going to happen? It looks like ridiculous. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be any good, or not good. It was like pretty humbum average film, but you know, to my expectations after leaving the film, I was surprisingly entertained. It's a very, very interesting movie, because apparently it's based off a Japanese novel called Maria Beetle, and it kind of makes me want to like look into it a little bit, because the plot of the film, it's pretty simple, but has a lot of like very interesting character. I think that's what this film is best portrayed as. It has a lot of very interesting characters, and that's how this film works, because you have Brad Pitt, who's playing codename Ladybug, and all he's trying to do is do a simple job of trying to get a briefcase and get off the train. That's it. Get some money, get off the plane. Get off the train. Simple, easy, and anything. But then it goes into, and his character basically has like this serious bad luck to him, and I'm like, okay, he's one of these characters who's just seems to have really bad luck, and something always bad happens. Maybe not always to him, but to the people around him, right? And the rest of you know what's also great about this is some of the rest of the cast. You got Aaron Taylor Johnson as Tangerine, Brian Tyree Henry as Lemon, Joey King as Prince. Like, you get so many like characters who have like, there's a lot of characters. What's wonderful is like when it comes to movies, sometimes you kind of forget certain characters' names and stuff. Everyone has a code name, and it's very easy to remember them from their code names. And like, okay, so you're this person. I remember you because you're like like you're Tangerine, you're Lemon, and you're like Bad Bunny's known as the Wolf, and it's just so good. There's like so many fun characters, and that's what makes this film really good and very like actually surprisingly very like a deep film towards the end. By deep, I mean like very emotionally like driven towards the end. And I'm like, holy shit, that's good. Yeah, I did not see that happening. Did not expect that. Shit. Okay, I see where you're going. I like it. And for the most part, yeah, it was like enjoyable. A lot of fun action sequences, a lot of goofs and gabs. It was more than I thought I was gonna enjoy, and I think that's what made it fun. And it got really crazy towards the final act, and there's like this fun like kind of mystery happening towards the entire movie, like who did what, who arranged who to kill who. And I think that's one of the fun things, is just trying to find things. Some people might feel the weird flashbacks to a bunch of like backstory. There's like a lot of backstories told through flashbacks. They're not crazy long, but they hold true to each character. That they bring out some of the best of everyone's characters. Like, oh, this is who you are through this like flashback, and they're not crazy. They're like quick, easy. And they explain who they are, and I'm like, okay, I see you now. I know who you are, and it does a good job on that. And I want to see, like, it's been a while since I've seen one of these films like this, where it's just good action, surprisingly reasonably interesting plot. Nothing too crazy, but enough for like, okay, I'm in it. Let me know how it ends. And really interesting characters. That's the other thing. It's just some really fun characters that I liked. That's the other thing. And some reasonable comedy mixed in there. Not everything hit, but you know, enjoyable. A lot of the, like I said, a lot of this takes place on the train, so you see a lot of the train, but they use a lot of the compartments to make something interesting moments here and there. So most of the set pieces are pretty repeated, but it's more of the interaction between some of the characters that are a lot better in this film. The soundtracks, oh man, the soundtrack's really good. I love some of the music that was chosen for this thing, like and I think that's also what I liked. I don't think anything more besides spoiling some of the other things, because there's some pretty interesting stuff, and I found it very like, okay, but yeah, nothing too crazy. It's just a fun movie. Really good casting. I liked all the characters. I think that's the thing. I liked all these characters. They were cool. Anything else I want to say? I'm trying to think. No, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. A solid 7 out of 10. It was a good movie. Good movie. I recommend if you're really looking for a fun, action-packed, little mystery kind of movie with a lot of like fun, like fights and quips and stuff. Go for it. A fun little mystery in there. Nothing too crazy, but enough to keep you entertained. Wonderful characters. Go for it. 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about Bullet Train. So, thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time, see ya. See ya. See ya. See ya.